Hello, and welcome to Chasing the Rush. Welcome back to another video. I finally am making the video on my new e-bike. Well, not so new anymore, but making a video nonetheless. I've been meaning to do this for a while, and I've been doing a lot of riding, using this bike a ton, and it's a game changer. If you're kind of on the fence of getting an e-bike or not for hunting, I think it's a good investment. Depending on like what you're doing, it's a good investment. So this is the Stealth Hunting Ebikes, or it's from Stealth Hunting Ebikes, and this is the Bow Hunter model. So there's the Bow Hunter Extreme and the Bow Hunter, and then there's the Hunter, and all of these are single speeds. So it doesn't have the derailleur on it, which is on like the rear wheel. Helps change gears, so you don't have to worry about like that braking, because that's probably one of the most common things that breaks when you're out riding through some of the terrain like this while hunting. The guy who builds these e-bikes, he builds all of them custom, and they're built to climb hills. Like where I am today, well, right now it's pretty flat, but it's further back, it's just all ridges, and it can climb hills. I had it out here last night filming a hunt, and I was surprised at some of the hills it went up. It's a single speed, so it goes about 15 miles per hour, which is plenty fast enough, honestly. Like I can ride it like 3 miles down the road, get to the hunting spot I want, and then ride another 2 miles back. And it gets me in there in plenty of time. I can get about 23 miles on a full charge, and that is plenty. Obviously going up hills and going through like mud or sandy material bogs down the motor and drains it a little faster. But for the most part, like if you're just riding on the roads and like say like a bike trail or a horse trail, or even just through some tall grass, that's going to be plenty of battery. Even just riding up some hills, like on a full charge, it'll get you in and out all day. I've done some, I'll talk about the bike. I did the upgraded tires. It's got some like, I can pull it up. So the bike starts out at $3,199 with some other options you can get for $3,699. Depending on what you upgrade it to, you can get like a faster charger, bigger battery. You can get bigger tires, which I ended up doing. They're more durable. And then there's a Tannis tire insert, just more protection so that when I'm driving over thorns or stumps or whatever, I can have more peace of mind that I'm not going to go and get a flat and get stuck. So it's got a 48 volt, 1000 watt Bafang BBSHD mid-drive motor. I did a lot of research between hub drive and mid-drive, and I found if you want to climb any sort of hills, get the mid-drive. So the motor is here versus in the rear or front. It's got a 500C LCD display. That's really all I need. You can shift up to 5 different like pedal assist modes, or it's got the throttle where you can just, it'll take you on its own. It's got an upgraded front suspension right here. You can change that to make it stiff or not. It's got a headlight on it, which is actually really bright, a tail light on the back, and a pretty heavy duty rack. You can get an upgraded rack there's even bigger and can hold more weight. And then the seat's pretty comfy as well. I might upgrade it even more and get like a seat with like a suspension on it, because riding on some of these trails it gets pretty bumpy. The foot pedals have these pegs that hold your boots really well, really sturdy kickstand. But to show you some of the mods that I did, I added the Rambo bike bow and gun holder. So I put my bow on here, strap it in, and then on the other side I have a waterproof bag. I'll show you that later. Just to hold more stuff, I keep a camouflage net in there for when I want to like cover it up so people don't see it off the trail. And then I also keep a lock in there and like whatever gear I might need. Maybe my like game cleaning kit or whatever. But yeah, super well made, super capable of climbing hills. Like, I'm so happy with this purchase, and it gets me a lot further into the woods than people can walk in. So that's really nice, and it can get me there faster, which is also a game changer. When I'm getting home from work at like 4:30, I can hop on the bike as soon as I get changed and go. And I can get in further, and I'm not getting all sweaty. I'm not leaving scent because I'm on rubber tires, not walking through everything. And it's pretty quiet. Like, sometimes you can hear the motor like spinning as you're like on the throttle, just like normal bike stuff. And then like the brakes, they're upgraded brakes for like mountain biking, like the calipers and everything on the disc. Those are like, have more than enough stopping power. Super well made. I believe you can like attach trailers and pull stuff. It's got a weight rating of 300 pounds, and I'm about 230, and then with all my gear I'm probably about another 20 pounds, and it handles it like nothing. So, but the bike is pulling. I'll try and get a video, but it's really hard to control. I'm trying to pedal at the same time, but this thing's got a lot of torque. Like, and there's a lot of weight on the back, so as soon as I hit the throttle, it lifts the front end up. But I'll try and get a video if I can. It's pulling. I don't know if you can see it, but it's doing it. I'm really surprised. It's gonna drain the battery quick though. This makes it so much easier. I'm impressed. I'm super happy with it, and it's just another tool. Like, I'm not bringing this on every hunt, but like right now on state land where like DNR have cleared it out pretty well, and like I'm on a ski trail right now. It's just super helpful for getting me where other people aren't going. And like, it's not for everyone. Like, it's an investment. Like I said, it starts out at $3,200 and gets higher. And this is like the lower end of the bikes that this guy makes. He makes some upgraded versions, like the Bow Hunter Extreme and the Hunter single speed. They have like bigger motors or bigger screens, just upgraded components, bigger racks. So this is on the lower end, and it's more than capable. Like, I wish the camera did it justice of like what this bike can climb, but no matter what I do with the camera, it's not going to show you the steepest angle. But I'm climbing hills that are like, I'm climbing really steep hills. Like, you'd get sweaty walking up that hill. All right, I'm at my brother's food plot. I just moved the camera, but I got the e-bike out, and there's a really steep hill, cut road, that goes down below Quinn's food plot. And we already mudded it up, driving the UTV down there last night to get my deer. So I thought I'd do a hill test on the e-bike. So, alright, so I'm at the bottom of that hill. It's pretty steep, like you lose your breath walking up that. I mean, I had to ride the brakes down the whole way. So, we'll see how the bike does, especially since there's snow on the ground and it's pretty wet and muddy underneath. So hopefully the camera stays recording because I've been having problems with batteries. I'm sure the GoPro doesn't do it justice, and I had to pedal the whole time, but it was a lot easier than walking. You know, I'm a little out of breath, but that was a lot easier than walking. So I'm really impressed with that. That's one of the steeper hills, and if it can handle that, I'm happy with this bike. So, and it handles mud and sand just fine. Like I took this on a horse trail / snowmobile trail a couple of weeks ago, and like it was super sandy, like just super soft, and it handled it like nothing. These fat tires, like I'm glad I went with the bigger upgraded tires just for that extra protection, and just it can handle more. I haven't like been stopped by anything by this. This goes through like chest high grass. Yeah, corn stalks. I forgot to mention, the guy includes an upgraded front tire mud flap, and then the back is just a standard metal one. It gets a little noisy. Like, as you're driving through the woods and sticks are hitting stuff, it can be a little noisy. And then the bow holder that I have, I'm definitely going to be getting like a cover for my like bow strings, because like as I'm riding through the brush, it's like whacking on the strings. I've noticed some of the strings are looking like a little rough. So yeah, if you are thinking about getting a bike to add to your tool set, it's not something that you want to like use all the time, but you think it can be helpful to get you in further where people aren't going, can help you carry your gear in far so you're not getting all sweaty walking up these hills. Even just like scouting makes things so much faster. Going to set up a trail camera, that's actually what I came out here today to do, is to set up a trail camera. It gets me in and out super fast. Can't do that on my legs. And it's a lot quieter than stepping on all these sticks and not leaving scent. If you have any questions or comments, like leave them down below and I'll try and answer them as best as I can about the bike. But I'll try to link the website because the guy is really cool. He's from the UP, and he actually knows the commander of my unit, my National Guard unit, which is pretty cool. Go to stealthhuntingebikes.com and that'll take you there. And he also has some YouTube videos on just like what his bikes can do. There's a video of him taking one of the bikes, I'm not sure which one, up a ski hill. So that's pretty crazy that he was taking it up a ski hill. And then Facebook, he also has a Facebook, he responds to all the messages. Like I reached out to him and asked him questions about the bike, and he responds usually within a day or two. Really nice guy. Definitely, at least check out the website, check out his Facebook, and he posts some cool things and shows like what his bikes do and like how they've helped other people get it done during the season. So Stealth Hunting Ebikes on Facebook and stealthhuntingebikes.com if you're interested. Yeah, that's going to do it, and I'll see you next time.